What's up, guys? It's Sam here from the Sam Statement. And if I'm going to be honest with you guys, the last hour or so, I've been trying to get things ready for this recording, and it's been stressful because my hair wasn't cooperating. Still kind of never did. And then I tried to get this lighting equipment up, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, you know what? I'll just have to do makeshift. So I got one light set up, and you see a shadow over here. So next video that's up, I'll try to fix that. But as for now, I didn't think you guys would care that much. If you do, let me know. But without further ado, I am doing a top 25 Star Wars characters videos. And yeah. Alright, guys, so starting off with my list of these top 25 Star Wars characters, I thought that I would do a character that is essential to the plot of Star Wars, but is not the greatest character by herself. Number 25 is Padme Amidala. You see, I like Anakin's story, and Padme is very influential in this story, as she is his love interest, and she motivates him to so that he loves her so much that he will become a dark side user. And this, by herself, if she wasn't involved with Anakin, I honestly probably wouldn't put her on this list, but she is a good character due to that reason, and that is why she's my number 25 character. Alright, number 24 is none other than the first, well, he's not a clone, but you know what I'm talking about. It's Jango Fett. This bounty hunter, great father to Boba Fett, and a true Mandalorian. Jango Fett is a great character, as he is a very important part of Kenobi and Anakin in the second movie, Attack of the Clones. He's a very interesting character, and the fight on Kamino is one of the best scenes in any Star Wars movie, indefinitely in Lego Star Wars. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. You know? Going on to number 23. Let's go, boys. Alright, so I might disappoint some of you guys, but I personally, myself, I only play a little bit of Knights of the Old Republic, and I like Revan. He's a very interesting character. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. I can't really stop that. But it's very faint, so if you do hear it, I'm sorry about that. But so yeah, Revan. Revan, dark side user, light side user. His entire story of how he turned to the dark side and back to the light side. It's very cool. He a main reason he's on my list is because his theme is very cool. His music theme, it's this choral thing. He's very cool. I like how he got a Junta Pow's light or double sword thing. You know what I'm saying? The first lightsaber thing for the dark side. You know, double edge. It's really cool. If you have a chance to look it up, I urge you to. He's a very interesting character, and that puts him at number 23 on my list. Alright, so coming in at number 22 on my list is going to be the Jedi Fallen Order, my only Jedi Fallen Order character on this list, Cal Kestis. This is the main character of the video game. I played this last Christmas. Yeah, not 2020 Christmas, but 2019 Christmas. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, but Cal Kestis is a very interesting character, and playing the game, it was very reminiscent of it's a good Star Wars game. I urge you to buy it, play it, unless you already have, then, But Cal Kestis, he goes on this journey, fighting off against the second sister and all these people. These people that save him, the girl's like a Jedi, and what? Big reveal. I'm sorry, this has been out for a year, so if I spoil something for you, I'm sorry. But it's a very interesting character, and his use of psychometry is cool, and you can change him and any lightsaber color, it's very cool. And that's why he's number 22 on the list. Alright, coming in at number 21 is Count Dooku. Yes, Count Dooku. And I kind of wanted to put him a little higher on this list, to be honest, but the characters below are just so nostalgic, and I like them more. And if I had a tier list for Star Wars, I don't know if I put him in S or A tier, but probably A tier. He's a very good character, and if we're just going off the movies itself, he would be on this list. But the Clone Wars, he's also a big presence in the Clone Wars, the TV show. So I bumped him up to number 21. Tyrannus, he's cool. You can't not like him, if that makes sense. You can like him. Yeah. I had to think about what I said because I don't understand English, to be honest. Even though I spoke it my entire life and it's the only language I know. Regardless, Count Dooku, Christopher Lee, he's a great actor, and he did very good in the role of Count Dooku, and the Clone Wars actor, respect. Yeah. Number 20 is everyone's favorite protocol droid. Well, I think so. 3CPO.
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
And people might be mad that I put him this high on the list, but he is a side character. I like to remember that he's not the main character of Star Wars, and his arc is he doesn't really have an arc. The Rise of Skywalker and the sequel trilogy, that's all that's not canon at all. It's all legends, So none of that really mattered. So just forget about it and just focus on these characters. So yeah, I really like C-3PO, and his character is very interesting, very funny, and especially when he's with the Ewoks, that's very nostalgic and cool. But honestly, I can't put him any higher because the characters below him are just better, in my opinion. Alright, so number 19, it was hard. Actually, it wasn't hard to put him on the list. He has a purple lightsaber, folks. He's Samuel L. Jackson, folks. How can't you put him on the list? It's Mace Windu. The man that is responsible for Anakin turning to the dark side. No, it wasn't Emperor Palpatine. It was you're on the council, but you're not a master. This guy is a jerk, but he's cool. And his fight with Emperor Palpatine is one of the most nostalgic scenes in all of film history. If we're being honest, it's Star Wars, so all of them are, to be honest. And I really like that he's Anakin, he's a pretty bad dude. And Anakin's it's not the Jedi way. But yeah, I'm gonna keep meddling on here, and I'm not gonna get anywhere. Regardless, let's go. Mace Windu, purple lightsaber, bald head, cut off Jango Fett's head. This guy is cool. Yeah, put him on the list. Number 19. Alright, guys. Number 18 on the list is everyone's favorite general. Well, actually, not General Kenobi. Second favorite general, General Grievous.
Back away! I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
This guy guy is just hilarious. And I think his intent wasn't to be hilarious, but that makes him a better character, if we're being honest. And him and Kenobi, like that scene where it's like, hello there. It's like, that's amazing. His fight against Kenobi is like one of the best fight scenes in the prequel trilogy. And him in Lego Star Wars, like he's Battlefront 2 on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, any mobile console PC game, he's overpowered in. I don't know why they make General Grievous so overpowered, but he is. And that's why he's on this list, number 18. Coming in at number 17, my favorite personally, Astromech, and my favorite droid in all of Star Wars is R2-D2. This guy's got some sass, alright? His scream is so iconic, and he's been there through it all. Like, everything. He might be the main character of Star Wars, actually. No, it's not Anakin, it's not Luke. It's not Palpatine. No, it's R2-D2, a droid. This guy, I don't know how droids, they could have PTSD, who knows? He's seen it all. I mean, the rise and fall of, like, Anakin, he was there. Like, this guy is hilarious. He's, like, and he's so iconic because every, like, good, like, scene with him, well, every scene with him is good. And him in 3CPO's C-3PO, man, I mess it up all the time. Don't know why. But R2, he is so loved by not only the fans, but also the characters in Star Wars. And I think that's what makes him so lovable, other than, like, his amazing attitude. Well, he does have an amazing attitude, but his attitude is funny, and that's what makes it amazing. Yeah. Alright, so coming in at number 16, I believe we are on, is Boba Fett. Yes, I love Boba Fett. He is an amazing character in Star Wars in general, like the movies. I like his character in The Empire Strikes Back, and especially in Return of the Jedi. And I honestly was like, he's cool, I guess. And then people were like, they're loving him. They're loving him so much. He's like, everyone's like one of everyone's favorite characters. And I'm like, why? So I look up, I read some of his comics, I do some research, and I love this guy. He's so cool. I mean, fellow Christian Boba Fett, my boy, he's the coolest. He's a bounty hunter, like Mandalorian, he gets thick, relatable. I'm not thick, but he's interesting. He's a clone. The story of him and his father, Jango Fett, and him in, like, the prequel trilogy and the Clone Wars, like, they built an arc from him. Like, if you just made the original trilogy, he wouldn't be as iconic. But now, he's it. Like, that's his armor, I want my armor. Amazing. I love his character. Alright, number 15, we have another person who wears Beskar armor, and my favorite Mandalorian is the Mandalorian, also known as Din Djarin. He is the best father figure in all of Star Wars, in my opinion. It definitely isn't Darth Vader, but yeah, I love him. He's so cool. Like, it's like a Western Star Wars character. And I don't know why, I just love that so much. And he goes through, like, he'll even, like, sacrifice all he's known for the betterment of Grogu, which he's so cool. Great bounty hunter. Look, if I had to go 1v1, him and Han Solo, I don't know who's shooting first. Probably Han, to be honest. But Din Djarin, he's really cool. And I'm sorry, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, him and the Jedi together, that's pretty crazy. And I'm here for it. And honestly, him versus Thrawn at the end of the Ahsoka TV show, I'm calling it already. Mark my words, it's happening. Number 14, we have a red guy with 2 lightsabers. Actually, 1 lightsaber, but it's 2. I don't know if you know the dude. Oh, his name's Darth Maul, also known as Maul, Old Master. He's also known as the guy that screams Kenobi. He is so iconic. First of all, the first Star Wars movie, I'm not talking about like the first one ever made. I'm talking about chronologically. He is a menace. He's not the Phantom Menace, but he's a menace. He's not Palpatine, but he kills Qui-Gon, which motivates Kenobi to become like one of his adversaries, and him versus Kenobi is one of the main plots in Star Wars, especially in Clone Wars. He's amazing in Clone Wars. And I was watching Twilight of the Apprentice, the best of the Rebels show, and I saw the fight with him as Maul, like with Ezra, and this guy is deceiving, and I'm here for it. Like, he's so cool. How can you like him? So yeah, number 14, I'm going to put Darth Maul, or Old Master, or the guy who screams Kenobi. Alright, number 13, this might be a little controversial, as he is the only main sequel trilogy character on my list. Spoiler alert, Rai's not on it, because I don't know why. Don't like her that much. I love Kylo Ren. He is so cool. Like, first off, as Kylo Ren, he is just an amazing character as he fights Rey, and he's fighting going to the light side because like Luke Skywalker trying to kill him, and Ben Solo is like, the theme of his theme is amazing. I love listening to it. His mom and dad being Han and Leia, like, that just elevates you to already on my list, to be honest, because there are people that are like high on my list. And I love his character progression from why is he so mad, to like, he really killed his dad, to, but then his dad came back and killed Kylo Ren with the help of his mother, which kind of doesn't make sense, but I understand now. Kind of. But I love his character. I really wish he didn't sacrifice himself for Rey. I think Rey's sacrifice was enough already. And he should have been the main character of a sequel trilogy. A redemption arc like Anakin's. And Anakin is like amazing. So I love Ben Solo for all those reasons. And because he's swole. This guy is thick. Well, can I say that? Yeah, who cares? Number 13, Kylo Ren. Okay, number 12 on my list of Star Wars characters is Luke's sister, Han's lover. None other than Princess Leia. Who is an amazing character in Star Wars. She is one of the main characters, so how don't you love her? she is just she is so iconic. She's the second best female character in all of Star Wars. I know I have one higher than her, but I like her so much, like, as a character. She's cool, like, she's a leader of, like, everything. Her leadership, unmatched. Actually, she's the second best leader of all time. Getting carried away here. But not only is Carrie Fisher as Leia an amazing character, she is, like, her and Han, their theme, I know I talk about music a lot, and their theme is, like, the best, alright? I don't know why. Han and the Princess, it's an amazing theme. The greatest love story in Star Wars, it's better than Anakin's and Padme's, believe me. That's my opinion, but my opinion's the facts right here. So Princess Leia, number 12, great character, great leader, great love interest, and she's a Jedi, supposedly. So, yeah, I guess that's cool. Who knows? I like it. Number 12 is Princess Leia. Coming in at number 11 on my top 25 list is Snips, Anakin's Padawan, Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano, who is not a Jedi, but she still talks as a Jedi at the end of Rise of Skywalker. So maybe she turns out to be a Jedi in the end of her TV show. I don't know, I couldn't think of that. But we'll have to see, we'll have to find out. But her character is amazing. Not only in Clone Wars, like, that's amazing. And then, like, Rebels elevates her. And then she's also going to have her own TV show. So she's probably going to go up on my list if I make another one, like, in the future. But she's an amazing character. The white lightsabers are crazy. And she's, like, a mother figure to, like, I won't say a mother figure, but she's a great, like, person in general. And, like, Clone Wars is so nostalgic. It's such a great show, and her versus Maul at the end is perfect. And now she's looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn. Like, that's really cool. I can't wait for that to happen. I'm so hyped for the Ahsoka TV show, and I just love Ahsoka Tano. She's a great character. So that's why she's on my list at number 11. Alright, coming into the top 10 is this little green guy, and it's not the little green guy you might be thinking of. It might be, because there's only like 2 that I think of on the top of my head, but it's Yoda. The master of all the Jedi, Grandmaster Yoda, Master Yoda. Yeah, this guy, he is like what all Jedi should be. I mean, he's the coolest. He like, his fights against Dooku and Palpatine in the prequel trilogy were amazing. And the fact that he went in exile, kind of like Luke, but like cooler, because like it actually made sense why he went into exile. Because, you know, that's Legends, and this is canon, so, yeah. And then his training with Luke, and all his nostalgic lines, the way he speaks, like, everyone does it. It's like, number 10, I am. Like, Yoda, he's Yoda, alright. If he wasn't, like, at least number 10 on my list, you should just, like, not ever watch this. But he's number 10, so you better watch this. Rest the way through, because it's getting better. Trust me. So, number 10 is Yoda. Number 9 is the Bespin boy, also known as Han Solo's friend, that is also the leader, not leader, but like the owner of the Millennium Falcon, because there's like 100 now. Makes a whole bunch of sense. Regardless, sequel trilogy doesn't make sense. But Lando Calrissian, this guy is like, he's interesting. All right, I know I'm gonna like, he's number 9, so you know I really like him. Not only is his theme amazing, but like he like English. But yeah, I like Lando Calrissian because there's too many reasons I like him. I can't list like L337, the Millennium Falcon, like that's amazing. The Solo movie, I really like his character, and Billy D. Williams as him in the original trilogy. I was like, huh, he's pretty cool. And then obviously him and going against the second Death Star, that was pretty amazing. I'd have to say that's pretty cool. And then I know it's Legends, but I'd like to talk about it. His arrival in The Rise of Skywalker, I don't know. I don't remember if I screamed in theaters or not, but I probably did, because let's be honest, it's Lando Calrissian. This guy is cool, and he's probably the least like racist and most open character in all of Star Wars. Because there's like, especially the Empire, there's some messed up people, but we'll get to that later. All right, number 8 is this furry boy named Chewbacca. Who doesn't love Chewbacca? Who doesn't? This guy, Wookiee, is amazing. He is there from, like, he's there with Yoda, and he's fighting against the Empire. Him and Han, the best relationship in Star Wars. I know, it's crazy to think about. Actually, second best. Wow. I talked way too much, right? But this guy, Chewbacca, he is strong. And he's like, oh, I can't even do the Chewbacca voice. If I could, I would. Trust me, I would. But him and Han, that is like the best friendship that I can think of. Second best in Star Wars. Wow, what am I saying? Or is it the first? See, it's like, I'm going to make it tie for first. Him and Han. And Chewbacca, he's super tall. Who doesn't like super tall old dudes? What am I saying? That sounds so weird. So number 8 is Chewbacca. Number 7 is the greatest tactician in all of Star Wars. And I am going to be very brief about this, because if I don't be very brief, I am going to be talking about this dude for 30 minutes at least. It's Grand Admiral Thrawn. Now, I read his comic and some of his books recently. I didn't read books. What am I saying? I listen to books. I'm listening to these things. And I'm like, this dude is like, he's so cool. And I am very excited to see what he does in the Ahsoka TV show. And him in Rebels, it's like, you can't root for him, even though he's a great character. And people might say he's a villain, but he's honestly not a villain at all. He wants his Chiss ascendancy, like his Chiss people, to succeed so much in the galaxy that he goes into the Empire and he's like, you know what, this is actually pretty cool. I like doing these battles, because his military tactics are so amazing. The way that he can use like a Star Destroyer and 3 fighters to go against like an entire fleet and win is kind of insane. And not other than that, he's like, if he wanted to, he could be a bounty hunter. That'd be cool. Who knows? I love Thrawn. His theme is scary, and he honestly elevates all the characters in Rebels, and he's my favorite Rebels character to boot. Alright, coming in at number 6 on my list is the OG Sith Lord that we all know from the original trilogy, Darth Vader. Now, you might be thinking, are you going to put Anakin and Darth Vader as the same person? And I'm going to say no, because it says in the movies that Darth Vader isn't Anakin. And I could probably be talking about it for hours upon end, why Anakin and Darth Vader are not the same. But most of you probably agree with me, so why would I talk my head off for no reason? But anyways, Darth Vader, he's terrifying. His presence on screen, terrifying. And his fight in Cloud City in Bespin, and he's like, wow, just, I don't know if I can even say what he says because it might be copyrighted. But you know his iconic line about being a dark father. You know what I'm saying? This guy, it's, and then whenever he says, look at my burnt face to Luke at the end of Return of the Jedi, it's like, and then he returns his sorry. I love it so much, and I could talk about it for hours upon end, but I need to keep this under an hour somehow. So, yeah, I gotta keep it short. Also, his comic book series is the best Star Wars comic book series, hands down. It elevates the character of Vader, and his hallway scene in Rogue One is amazing. And his and Luke's, like, the parallels, you gotta love it. So, that's why he's number 6, Darth Vader. Number 5 is Old Ben / Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
Kenobi. And I honestly didn't know if I wanted to make this 2 or 1 person. But then I was like, you know, he's honestly the same person, just affected with PTSD. Obi-Wan is, like, throughout Star Wars, like, from the first movie to all the way to the 4th, you think, why isn't he the main character? Like, honestly, he's interesting. Like, and whenever he's on the screen, he steals the scene, I say. And, like, I urge you, there's a video called Obi-Wan Has PTSD. It's a great edit on YouTube. You can find it. And it shows, like, why Obi-Wan is the way he is in the end of, not the end, but, like, in A New Hope. And his love interest Satine in the Clone Wars really elevates his character to a new level, which I think the Clone Wars is the greatest addition of Star Wars in the 21st century, other than the Mandalorian. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, his fight on Mustafar with Anakin, is the most iconic scene in Star Wars, in my opinion. People obviously would disagree with me because the Bespin fight between Darth Vader and Luke, but the prequel trilogy, I like it a lot, and Revenge of the Sith is my favorite movie. So you could really understand why Obi-Wan is so high on my list. Coming in at number 4, I have the greatest villain in Star Wars, and I don't really think it can be debated at all. I don't think it's even close. Emperor Palpatine. this Sheev, Sith Lord, he's so bad. And obviously, no one likes his character, but they like his character. Like, when he's on screen, you're like, oh my gosh, somebody kill this guy already. And he doesn't die until, like, the end. He's there from the beginning to the end. It's all his scheme. Order 66 was his idea. And the Empire, he's the Emperor. The lightning, like, everything about Emperor Palpatine is iconic. And Ian McDiarmid and the prequel trilogy elevate him to a level that is insane. You know, my favorite scene of his is whenever he yeets Mace Windu and he's like, power! Unlimited power! You know what I'm talking about. It was in the intro of his character, so of course you know what I'm talking about. So the greatest character in Star Wars is Emperor Palpatine, coming in at number 4. Alright, coming into the top 3, I put a lot of work into the edit for this one, and if I get copyrighted, I might cry, because it was really hard to do this one. I'm just kidding. I mean, it was hard, but, like, I don't really care if I get copyrighted or not. Well, I do. What am I saying? Regardless. Number 3 on my list is Luke Skywalker. There is a reason why he's number 3 on my list. I love Luke Skywalker so much, and obviously for all the reasons, like, he is, like, I wouldn't say the main character of Star Wars, but, like, he is, like, the second, I would say. In his story, the Jedi and the original trilogy is really just amazing. And, like, the story of him and Darth Vader is amazing. And even later on in life, whenever he exiles himself after failing to train the Jedi, you can like it. And not the most iconic scene, but it's pretty iconic. And I would say, if you're looking at from, like, not a fan of Star Wars and they're just like a person that loves film or something, I guarantee you they would say that it's whenever Luke Skywalker looks into the binary sunset, which that is, like, whenever you hear that theme, it almost makes you want to cry, especially whenever it happens again at the end of the Rise of The Last Jedi, my bad. That's amazing, and that alone, I was like, should I put him or Palpatine higher? I don't know. But then I was thinking, that scene in Mandalorian, that hallway scene, that was pretty spicy. And that elevates him to number 3 on my list. Coming in at number 2, and this might be a little bit controversial why he is higher than Luke. Because, you know, he's not like the main character of Star Wars. But I don't think anyone dislikes him. And he is honestly the coolest scoundrel. He shoots you first. I wouldn't want to fight against this guy. Han Solo. just an amazing character in Star Wars. His entire plot of him and Leia, the love story, is iconic. He's like, he's like a gangster, you know. He's like a space gangster. You love it, and him and like the original. I won't say it's not original, but like Solo, a Star Wars story, that elevates his character a lot. I really like that movie, to be honest with you, and I like whenever he returns in The Force Awakens. He's one of the most likable characters in the sequel trilogy, to be honest, because he didn't like turn from like being like Han Solo to like not Han Solo in it, and he became like a father, and he really matured, and honestly, you love to see it. He was a hero in the original trilogy, and he's a hero in my heart. And Han Solo, man. Alright, other than Star Wars, let's talk about how much Harrison Ford has contributed to, like, Lucasfilms. Him as Han Solo and Indiana Jones, like, that's so iconic. Forget about Indiana Jones. Han Solo, he's an amazing character. Number 2 on my list. Alright, coming in at number 1. This was not hard at all, and this was the first person I thought of. Like, if you say Star Wars, first person I think about is Anakin Skywalker. Like,
You underestimate my power! Don't try it! I hate you!
first of all, his entire arc of a character, whenever he dies as Anakin, not literally, but like he's not Anakin anymore. It's very sad, and you could see him going from this little kid that loves riding pod racers and being like the chosen one, loving the Jedi, to betraying the Jedi Order. It's really sad. But perhaps maybe the most powerful character in Star Wars, I could talk hours upon end about Anakin and why he's the best character ever to exist in all of fiction, to be honest. His character is just, it's like his story with Padme. Yeah, she's older than him, but you can get over it. Hayden Christensen is like that prequel trilogy. That's one of the best acting performances I've seen. And then the Clone Wars come around, and you learn even more about Anakin's story, and then you love him even more. And so yeah, I mean, you know about Anakin so much already, and his fight on Mustafar is the most iconic fight in all of Star Wars, and it's like, it's depressing, but then it's so joyful at the end of the original trilogy when he dies as Darth Vader and then he resurrects as a Force ghost as Anakin Skywalker. And then I really like whenever they changed it to be Hayden Christensen's Anakin. And honestly, I would love to see him again in the Kenobi show. I can't wait for that. So yes, that is my list. It is definitive. It is the only list that makes sense to me as Sam McCullough. But everyone has their own list, their own favorite characters. And honestly, I can't see another character above Anakin ever. I mean, we'll have to see. But as it stands right now, Anakin is my favorite character in Star Wars. Yeah. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and the edits that I put in. It took me a lot of time, so if you would chuck a like in the video, I would very much appreciate it. But if you can't, if you're not able to for some reason, if you didn't enjoy the video, that probably is why you wouldn't want to hit the like button. I understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I also understand, but if you would, I would really appreciate it. And if you guys want more videos like this, let me know. Next week, actually, on Tuesday, is going to be Dennis's Top 25 video of his Star Wars characters. And honestly, at first I was thinking of putting my video with his reaction to what I say, and then his video with my reaction to what he says. But then he said, why don't we just do it separate? And I was like, yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. So watch out for that next week. I'm not going to be there, but Dennis is. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're looking forward to that. And, you know, the deal is, it's been real, guys. Peace.